Hey everyone, this is BW Roses with my July Uncensored Opinions of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book. Um, this is an audio version. I kind of like to switch up every now and then, just like I did with my review. I'm still working on the video review of issue 189, but if it doesn't come up, then the audio review is just as good. But anyway, getting into my Uncensored Opinions. Looking at this new four-part story, it sounds like. I mean, they could say it's two-part. I think it's four-part, is what it is. I think there's a lot. I think something big's gonna come out of this. I think when it comes to like Fiona and Scourge, I think they're gonna break up. I think the way fans are talking about it right now, about like let's say 192 and 191. I think Fiona is probably, I'm not saying a true fact or anything, but I think Fiona may be somebody that might stab Scourge in the back and, just finally see him as a guy that's just trying to, make himself look good, make his ego look good, just feeding his own ego kind of person. Basically see him as an egomaniac. But like I said, it's kind of far-fetched right now, but it could be the reason. As far as the metal versions of Scourge and Sonic, I think the metal version of Scourge comes from the Suppression Squad. I think that is one of the ways of finally getting rid of Scourge, aka Evil Sonic. In the metal version of Sonic, I don't know how that comes into play, but we'll find out. As far as the dark secret goes that Eggman has over the Dark Legion, I have to say it's got to be something pretty big. It's got to be something huge. It's got to be something, something that they just don't want to have revealed. So, and I don't think it's just Eggman that's holding the secret over them. I think it's also, excuse me there. It's also Dimitri that's told him the secret, and that's why and that's what's helping him and Dimitri control the Dark Legion. But I got a feeling I could see the Dark Legion turning on Eggman and maybe even Dimitri in the future. I could see that. As far as the issues leading up to the 200th issue, I mean, the conclusion. I don't know if this is going to conclude in four parts or what, but I have to say that the issues after 192 are definitely going to be memorable. I believe, I truly believe that there's going to be a lot of things to take place in those issues. A lot of big things. Like I've told people before, I truly believe that one of those issues we're going to see Sonic and Sally getting back together. But the way I feel Ian's going to write it in is he's going to write it in to the point that, yeah, they'll be back together, but they're going to have a compromise. That, if they're going to be together, they also have to respect the other's opinions and, decisions. And I think one of those decisions is, got to put the relationship on hold. If they have to put the relationship on hold for a little bit and save the world, then so be it. But I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to work it out that way somehow. I don't know where somebody came up with this. I did hear, however, that someone said Ian's considering maybe knocking off some characters. Big time characters in the future. I don't know exactly where he got this, or who got this information from where, but I don't know if it's true. I don't think Ian's going to kill any characters. If he does, it has to be with Sega's approval, but, as we all know, the last time someone tried to kill a major character, which was Ken Penders, he got in trouble for it, and that was about almost 11 years ago. So, things might have changed, but I don't think so, because if things had changed, they would have killed off some of the major characters by now, but, by now I should say, but I don't think he's going to kill off any characters. I think something major is going to happen. I do see maybe the former king being killed or dying in the future. I do you see that. But yeah, I see a lot of major things happening in going into the 200th issue. What I see mainly in the 200th issue is, like I say, something big's going to happen. I got a feeling he's going to drop a bombshell, and we're going to have something big happen. We may have a major character death in there, but we're going to have something. One of the it's going to be something. It's going to be one of three. It's going to be one of these three things. We're going to have a major. It's going to be two out of the three things I'm thinking of. We're going to have a major bombshell. We're definitely going to have something like a bombshell dropped on us. Something that's going to. It's just going to be a matter of one of these things. There might be major character deaths that shakes up the comic book for a while, but I also think if not that, we're going to have a major bombshell, something that's really going to shake the comic book up for a long time, and it's not only going to get the current subscribers and readers of the comic book more interested, and newer readers as well that have heard about it, have heard about the comic book and have heard good things about it, but it's also going to bring back some of the older readers that stopped subscribing because the story started to get weak and things started to get a little ridiculous out of hand. But I truly believe that something like that, a major bombshell, something like that's going to, happen in the 200 issues. That's, like I said, going to shake up things too. You're going to have old readers coming back. Let's see. And maybe even a major character death. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you may have one. But as far as, like I said, 200th issue goes, and even afterwards, who knows? But I got a feeling that's going to shake up the comic book for a long time. To be honest, like I say, I really don't know what's going to happen after the 200th issue, but I just get this strong feeling a lot of what I've been talking about is going to occur. And as far as Knuckles and Julie Sue breaking up, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. I think they're just going to have a heart-to-heart talk, and probably Julie Sue's going to try to talk some sense into him finally and say, hey, look, you will basically try to tell him the same things everybody else has been trying to tell him, and maybe she'll get through to him. But like I said, I don't see them breaking up, but I do see, like I said, in the issues leading up to 200, I do see something happening so major in the 200th issue, and maybe even before. It's going to change the outlook of the comic book forever. I just see it. And the 200th issue, like I said, is going to be the one that really rocks everybody's socks off. I mean, I've got a feeling we're going to get something that's going to make the 200th issue, that's going to make the 50th issue and the 125 issue look pale. Not look pale, but look weaker than any stories ever have in comparison. They're just going to it's going to be like, oh, it's just like a regular deal kind of situation in the comic book, but I've got a feeling that's what's going to happen. The stories and the story in the 200 that leads into the 200th issue and the story itself in the 200th issue are going to make the 50th issue and the 125 issue pale in comparison to what you're going to see. It's going to make those two anniversary issues look weak. I'm telling you right now. But that's all I could say. And as far as the Sonic the Hedgehog TV show goes, like I say, I don't know who came up with that idea, but I'm still wanting that person to come forward and tell us why they did this, why they made that up. And if they're not making it up, give us proof. Give us proof right now, because we have not seen anything materialize. All I can say is this is somebody that's playing on our weakness, playing on the fact that we are fans that are looking forward to a new show and haven't gotten one yet. That's what this person did. And Sonic Artist and Spider-Pig, I know you guys are listening. Please let us know. Get some information for us, if you will. That's all I ask. But like I said, that's all I have to say about my uncensored opinions. I mean, like I said, they're just my opinions, about what's going to happen. Like I said, I just got a feeling something major is going to happen in the 200th issue. Something's going to rock the entire franchise forever, comic book wise, and we'll just have to wait and see. But we'll just have to wait and see. And as far as this storyline goes with the Suppression Squad, I got a feeling they're going to be going back to their own world at the end. I've just got that feeling, and I got a feeling the Zone Cop's going to finally show up. I don't know why, I just got that feeling as well. I just do. But until next month, this is BW Roses with my July Uncensored Opinions, late June, early July edition of my Uncensored Opinions for the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book for June/July 2008. Take care and peace out, and God bless you all.